you need to show your value. As whether you're a freelancer or a big business, it's understanding the problems you're trying to solve and then authentically demonstrating your value. And that is different for every scenario. So if you're a freelancer looking to get work, you need to understand what the customer is looking for. What is your client looking for? If they have to drive business goals, show them how you create videos or compelling artwork that delivers business results. Know who you're speaking to, understand what their problems are and make them your problems, and then show them and demonstrate how you solve their problems. You will always succeed in whatever your endeavor is if you solve who you serve their problems, right? That's why we exist. That's why Vimeo exists. Our job is to help creators succeed with video. That is our sole purpose. Every engineer, every marketer, every product person is focused on that day in and day out, from quality of video streaming to the tools that we build. And we are in service of our community. And if you are a small business or a freelancer, don't forget, you serve your customers. They don't come to where you are or where you want them to be. You have to meet them where they are and demonstrate your value. Hi, I'm Harris Beber, the Chief Marketing Officer of Vimeo, and you're watching Behind the Brand with Bryan Elliott.
So how are you supporting creators on the Vimeo side?
Well, we are in this really unique situation. We sit at the intersection of community, storytelling, data, and the tools to unlock all of them. And I want to break that down a little bit. From a community standpoint, we have a community of 175 million of the most talented creators. And I use creators because it's a good way to describe anyone that's creating content with video. And they're doing that through telling a story. And a story is told through the form of video that could drive their business. It could be a mission video. It could be a product video that tells why your product features are great, or it could be an amazingly artistic documentary told by a talented filmmaker. And because of this community and storytelling, we sit on an enormous amount of data, right? So we know what video works on Facebook versus YouTube. And if I'm a small business and I am a pizza place, what type of videos do I have to put on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter to work and promote my business that drives engagement? And once you know what the inspiration of great storytelling looks like, what are the videos that work and the types of videos that work, from types of content to length and platforms, we have to unlock that, right? We have to make it accessible. And that's really where we sit at the center of it. Our job is to make video accessible to people who thought it was inaccessible. And we've spoken to an enormous amount of small businesses. What do they struggle with? They are on Instagram and Facebook, and they scroll through the feed and they see videos there and they see it's compelling. I think there's no doubt that video is the most engaging medium on these platforms. What the doubt comes into is their ability to deliver video. Either they feel it's too expensive, it's too complicated, they don't have the skill set to do it. And that's where Vimeo serves a real purpose of unlocking that, making it feel cost effective and efficient and accessible.
Well, let's get more specific and tactical. What are some of the themes that you see, sort of either best practices or some specifics? What's working and what's not working? And let's frame it in a case study of a small business owner who's got a product or service and they're interested in Instagram or Facebook, a social platform like that.
So I've said this a lot to my team. Authenticity is the most important thing. At the end of the day, if you're a small business or brand, your customers are buying from you because they believe you as a business owner, they believe in your purpose as a store. If it's just a 99-cent slice of pizza in Manhattan on the corner versus across the street and it's 98 cents, that's hard to compete against when it's price only. But being able to authentically tell your story, why people should believe and buy from you, and that comes easy. That's just being you and yourself. But what's working is creating content, and that is the biggest inhibitor to what's not working. People are afraid to get started. They're afraid of it not being perfect. I don't know what I'm doing. So that fear just paralyzes them and they don't create anything. And what we're seeing is the people that are succeeding, this goes back to what we spoke about earlier. It's a muscle. They're learning, right? You're not going to get it perfect. And the great thing about social media platforms is there's a lot of content on them. Things have a really short shelf life. I think the stat on Facebook is 75% of your views happen in the first 4 days. So what you put out on Monday, isn't there on Friday anymore. So just keep creating content and learn, see what resonates with your community, your customers, which by the way is going to be different for you as it is for a different company or small business.
I think I sort of already know the answer to this question. I certainly have my own opinions. But for us creators who are thinking about, how do we captivate people, keep their attention, build audience, can we talk a little bit about like runtime, short form versus long form? It's a wrestle that I've had with people for a decade. When we first started, long form was not popular, and we did it anyway. So do you have, like, from any key learnings or your metrics, or, if you're talking to other creators about, well, you should create, a 15-minute video, not a 30-minute video, because you want to weigh in on this, give your opinion?
Yeah, it's going to be, it might sound like a hedge, but it is depends is really the answer.
Yeah.
Where are you reaching? Where are they consuming that content? Is it on the go? Is it on a social platform? Is it an Instagram story? Is it on YouTube? Is it on YouTube TV? Or what is your goal with it? And I think everyone's over indexed. The stat that everyone knows is the first 3 seconds is what matters. If you're creating short form video, you catch their attention in 3 seconds, or they've already scrolled by you or skipped your ad. So that matters. The story arc on mobile is very different than long form. But there is a place, and we've proven this in our approach to marketing. We've proven this numerous times, that long form could actually perform better than short form if it's the right long form, right? If you're telling a story that authentically captures the audience. It's not about selling, it's about showing the value. It's great storytelling that the product isn't the focus, but it's at the core, it's underneath. And when you could have compelling storytelling, there is great value in doing long form. One of the most recent examples, or a more recent example that I love, is Apple at Work. Did an amazing long form video. I think it's a 6-minute video, but it was compelling. It had great story. It was funny. They did a version more recently, Apple at Work from Home, which was a follow-up story on that. And that was, when do you see a marketing video is at 7 minutes, but it has, I think, 50 million views because it was great storytelling. So there's a place for short form, there's a place for long form, knowing what you're trying to achieve, where you're serving that content, and what your audience is ready to consume. All of that matters. So the answer is all of the above. It just depends.
I mean, we were just sitting back, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that, tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going. But like I say, man, always said it. It's not about the destination. No. It's all about the journey. Ain't nothing changed but the weather. The dangling carrot that hang from the rear view. Your dreams in the past ain't nowhere near you. Backseat drivers got nothing but 2 cents. Shotgun riders too biased, they all liars. I should get an A for effort, I'm too tired. But I'm never giving up, that's why I'm kinda admired. Role model, like it or not, I gotta play it. Sugarcoat the rhyme sometimes, but still say it. Said I was quitting at 40 is just a fib. I'm still a kid that's wiping the food off of my bib. You ever wanted something so bad that you could taste it? Cried over every opportunity wasted. Good and bad news, which one you want first? Either way you pick, the bad still gon' hurt you the worst. I never got to bask in the fruits of the labor, and I never got the cash from that dude from the label. I'm just thinking back.